Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video is going to be my weekly haul. Like I said previously, I'm going to try to do that on Sundays if I can. I'm going to do a partial video for most of the stuff here, and then we'll move into some larger stuff into the next video, just so they're not too long. But we'll jump right into it. Let's get started. First up, we're going to start with Greenlight. So this is their Hollywood series. First one's going to be the Elvis. Features 1954 Ford F100. So again, Greenlight features a heavily detailed vehicle. So you can see it's got headlights, bumpers, it's all metal body, rubber tires, and you can see the detail work on the box there. It has the ladders on the top, even has rear lights. You can see the Ford on the back tailgate. Just an overall very nice casting. This one doesn't feature any opening parts. Some do feature opening doors and opening hoods with Greenlight. Nice artwork on the card. On the back you got a little bit here. Ambition is a dream with a V8 engine. So these are 2018 release. Next one up is going to be again the Greenlight Hollywood, the Supernatural Join the Hunt. So again, it's a pickup truck, 1969 Ford F100. So again, nicely detailed front end. This one does feature, or usually does, opening hood. So again, all metal body, rubber tires, detailed tail lights. You can even see the detail work that they went into this with. It looks like it has rusty rims. So from the show, you can see the rust, the scrape marks on the back. But attention to detail is pretty nice on these. These also have interior work as well. Sometimes you can see the number. This one's 1,991 of the production line. But not too much in the way of artwork on the card. A little bit on the back, but again it's the same, very plain. 2018 release. Last one up we have is Charlie's Angels. So it features the Julie Rogers 1980 Jeep CJ5. So again, nicely detailed. It has all rubber tires. These are all metal. Even the spare tires rubber. And nicely detailed interior. Obviously there's no covering on this, so you can see it's got a seat in the back. It's basic, but it's still detailed. Nothing opens on these ones. Some of these do have removable tops that they come with on certain models. And the back is very basic. A little bit there about it if you want to pause on that. And again, 2018 release. Next up we have, again, it's the Greenlight Hollywood, the A-Team. So this is the vehicle, the truck, and the trailer. So this is going to feature the 2015 Chevy Silverado, 1983 GMC Bandura, enclosed cart hauler. So packaging is nice on these, but the vehicles are where the attention to detail is. You can see there it's got the nicely detailed all the way around. I have one of these in a bit larger scale, and they're quite nice. That one's by Hot Wheels, so, but they're all metal, rubber tires, just really nicely detailed. Now the trailer itself will be plastic, metal base rubber tires though. You see the air conditioner on the top. And this will open up and you can fit the van inside. But again, very nice. This one here is a low production of only 588, so this was an early run. But very nice if you're into the A-Team. This one here I wasn't able to find in store, so I did have to pick it up secondhand. This is a 2018 release. The other three that I previously showed were found in stores. But this one here is a hard one to get a hold of. The 18 van and the small package you just on own is next to impossible to get. We have one Lonely M2 this time. This one here, you can see the production numbers there. Walmart exclusive. 1960 Volkswagen delivery van, USA model. Auto Authentics. So this one here, you can see features an interesting tamper work. It's the diaper service in pink. That's one reason why we got it. Diecast World Pink is always good to have if you like it. But these are non-metal rubber tires. The rear hatch on this model does open. You can see it's got rear tail lights. The bumpers are painted white. It does feature interior as well. All around nice little casting. This is going to be a 2018. This was also not purchased in a store. This would have been from the States. Shows you everything that they're built with. M2 has a very nice quality and reasonable price point for what you're getting. Next up is going to be from Jada. So they're metals die cast. It's going to be the Hollywood rides. We saw a couple of these with the Transformers. So Ecto 1, Ghostbusters. So these should be available in stores. I haven't seen them here. Again, this was picked up from someone secondhand, but they are an all metal casting, body wise, plastic base, but they do feature rubber tires. They're quite detailed though. This one only features opening doors and only the front two doors open, but you can see all the gear on there. It's obviously all plastic, but it is nicely detailed. See on the box, these ones are going to stay in. I don't have a room for everything, unfortunately, to display. But these ones are hitting stores, so these should be in Walmart hopefully soon. I know they're, like I say, this one's from the States, so hopefully we see them in Canada. Next two aren't new. They're from Hot Wheels though, the Star Wars series, so Chewbacca, can't go wrong with one of those in this collection. I actually wasn't able to find one of these yet, so these aren't a new release by any means, but these are metal and plastic casting. And these are going to be a 2015 release. You can see the other ones that are in the set. I have a couple of the other ones, but I only really get the ones that I like, and the artwork on the card is pretty nice. So, but if you like character cars, they are out there. And then the last one here, again, Star Wars. Neat little casting. The vehicle pretty much does represent a character there. Sometimes they're a little off, but for the most part they're pretty decent. So again, these will be metal on plastic, and they're going to be 2015. And you can see the other vehicles there in the line. Or sorry, this one's actually 2014. You can see the vehicles in the lineup though. These are at the dollar store, so I'm not surprised if they're a little bit older releases. Sometimes you get new stuff there, but sometimes they kind of buy up the old stock that other places can't sell. Next up is going to be an Ertl 1/24 scale. This one's a bit beat up, but these tend to hold their value. They typically go for anywhere from $60 to $100 for these. So this one here is played with. It has some marks. I picked it up for dirt cheap, so can't go wrong. The tamper work on the top is nice because it's in relatively good shape. They feature heavily detailed interior. They actually feature detailed engine bays as well. Now, like I say, you can see this one is far from mint condition. It's been quite beat up, but just as a display piece, you can't go wrong. I think I paid like $5 for it. So Ertl makes amazing castings, so if you can ever pick them up, they're very nicely detailed. They're an all metal body, plastic base, rubber tires, but overall pretty cool. This is actually I don't have any general release, so this is the first one. I'm not one to pay $100 for a die cast just because it's a general release. Alright, this one here is just a basically a 1/24 scale. It's probably slightly smaller, but it's close to that. Pepsi truck, so I like anything that's decaled with a brand on it. So this truck is actually mostly, it has a lot of plastic. The body itself is metal, but you can see on here just the attention to detail with the tampo work. The tires on this are plastic. But old classic. It does have an opening hood, but the motor itself is all plastic, but it is detailed under there. But I just thought I'd show you this. I just picked up. It was pretty inexpensive, so I just grabbed it. But it's a plastic bottom, a lot of plastic. It's made by Golden Wheel Diecast. So never heard of them, but Coca-Cola, Pepsi stuff's always nice to have. And this was like a couple bucks, so it wasn't too bad to pick up in this scale size for that price. But just thought I'd show it to you quick. Nicely detailed though. Haven't heard of that brand, but it's an alright detailed vehicle. Alright, we have one gas pump here. I may have featured one of these already. It's very similar to what I have, but these are quite nice. I collect anything that's gas pump related, so you can see the attention to detail here. And these are die cast, so this whole body is solid metal. Top here will be plastic, and the little features will be, but overall pretty nice. This is a rubber hose. It actually is rubber, and then the ends are plastic. So the Eagle gasoline. But if you're into gas pumps, a neat one here. I do prefer typically the glass cylinder style. They're more the style I like to collect, but again, if it's cheap, why not? Alright, we got a few Johnny Lightnings here. It's kind of just the fun series, I guess you could say. Wacky winners. And another outrageous car design. So these are die cast. They do feature a button, kind of like Hot Wheels sort of did. It's more or less just a paper one, almost looks like a pog. But the vehicle here is nicely detailed. They do have an all metal. The base itself will be all metal, but the rest of the stuff will be plastic. But it's just a unique little like circus type vehicle here. If you like Johnny Lightning. Some people don't like to collect these castings, but these are kind of fun. My daughter likes to go die cast shopping with me, so we often pick up some fun vehicles like this. Another one here, same series. Again, you get the pin. You can see this one here actually is this vehicle that's featured on this packaging with the dinosaur coming out of the cage there. So again, metal casting, kind of unique to see what they come up with. Metal body. And these are a little bit older, so these are going to be 1996. So back to these are all the same if there's anything you want to pause on, but unique little casting artwork on the old Johnny Lightning. It's always good. Now Johnny Lightning is coming back, so you can still get actually in the States you can still purchase Johnny Lightning. They started remaking them a bit ago. So here's the garbage truck. So it's kind of got a different look to it. Looks like, I don't know what those are exactly supposed to be. It looks like surfboards, but so metal body, metal base, and the back of this will be plastic. This piece does flip up. Like there's like a little door here, but a unique little vehicle. Again, these are all from the same era, 1996. Alright, we're going to move on to a few Hot Wheels we have here. Some of these have been shown in a previous video, but I picked them up just as extras. This one in particular has been just because it's a Volkswagen. So extra one of these isn't a bad thing to have. It's the custom Volkswagen hauler. But if you haven't seen the video, these are designed to go onto the track. So they're plastic body, but they are a metal base. And they can go around the loops on the tracks if you're into making the track sets and whatnot. This one is licensed 2016. But it is a recolor. They have one of these in brown as well. And then the other one we got, this one here is a little bit newer. This is still available. You can get this at Toys R Us. Is going to be the Fuel and Fire. So again, these are track vehicles, so all of this stuff is going to be plastic, but the bases are going to be heavy for going around the curves to hold them down onto the track. You can see it's got the HW Fire Department on there, Fire Rescue. It's a nicely detailed vehicle. These vehicles aren't overly expensive if you like these. We kind of need to see these go down the track though, for sure. Again, the backs of these are all the same. This one's license is 2017. But if you're into track stuff, those would definitely be neat to see. Alright, this one here is going to be a 50th anniversary logo there in the DC Volkswagen Type 1 panel. So again, I love Volkswagens, so this is pretty nice. Nice colors, and you can see it features all the characters on the vehicle right there. So you can see there's one, this is one of 5 in the set. So pretty nice vehicles in the set here. These ones here are all actual vehicles, a couple of fantasy. This one here is a fantasy, but that's a mini. Dodge A100, the custom Dodge 77 van. This gentleman actually only had this one, but for me it's a Volkswagen, so that's perfect. Typically they're the hardest ones to find in the set. So this is their higher end series, so all metal body, metal base, and rubber tires. But artwork on the cards are amazing in this price range, as well as the vehicles. So you will typically pay around probably $5-6 for these, but the artwork and the all metal vehicle, rubber tires, it's well worth it. All right, next two are from Hot Wheels. They're a bit of older stuff. This is going to be from 1990, so it's scary to think that that's getting old, but that's getting up there now. So this here is going to be their billionth car. So these aren't overly expensive or anything to purchase. You can find them. They made quite a few of them. It's basically a trophy with the car on top. Now the vehicle, you can actually remove it from this, but it's not something that's necessarily overly highly collectible or anything like that, but it's kind of just nice to have it. If you collect Hot Wheels, it's kind of nice just to have it in your collection. So they did actually do this as a contest here, so you can win, apparently you could win a vehicle, $35,000 in cash. I think that entry's no longer valid. Apparently the validation code is inside. This has never been opened, so. But you can see here where you can take the, there's different vehicles for one, but you can take the vehicle off of there. So again, 1990. Pretty cool. This packaging is pretty rough, but I don't really have space to display it anyway, so we'll just store it nicely. Last item we got here is going to be the Hot Wheels as well, the Simpsons Family Camper. So these ones here are kind of unique. If you've been collecting for quite a while, you probably know what this is, but it's basically a regular release vehicle. So you can see here it's an all metal, plastic tires. But what's unique about it is that you can literally look inside. So I don't want to open this one just because the car is basically mint on here. The packaging is destroyed, but if I come across some more, I will get some to actually see if we can get it on camera. But you can actually look through the back of this van, and you can see like a little picture inside, like a slideshow sort of thing inside the vehicle. If you hold it up to your eye, you can kind of see the round circle there where it would amplify the picture that's inside the vehicle. But again, this is from 1990. It's basically in near mint condition because it's in the package, but the packaging itself is obviously destroyed. But pretty cool to see. You don't really see many of these around, so I've been collecting for a while, but I've never came across them. I knew they were available, but I've never personally seen them. So you can see that it features two different ones here in the Simpson line. So the Simpsons family camper, which we have, and then Homer's nuclear waste van. So, but you can see here 1990. So this was a pretty good score. I paid next to nothing for this, so I was quite excited to be able to actually find one of those. So that's going to basically wrap it up for this video. This was a bit of a shorter one, hopefully. There's a few items that you can clearly see in the background that we got to go over. Those were in this haul, but I didn't want to keep the video going too long, so we'll cover those probably tomorrow. We have a few Hot Wheels just to go over some basic stuff, but this was the weekly haul. All of these items that you pretty much see weren't purchased in store, though. These are all purchased secondhand from somebody. So a few people I know that I get stuff from, and a few places to go around and check out, flea markets and such like that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye.